Facebook has so many amazing pages and groups about St. Louis.
Really?
And going through them, yes, they do. And we're going to go down this list. But one thing that I've noticed in common about almost all of them is Elmo Farquhar either started it himself or is a member. And Elmo, we asked him to come in and join us.
Can we say his real name?
No.
Really?
Elmo Farquhar is the name.
My real name's Earl, but...
Okay, are we going to call you Elmo for this?
Instead
because
of Earl,
you are the character that we see on Facebook?
Right. Yeah. And are you the same Elmo Farquhar who wrote that book, the cookbook for endangered species?
That would not be me.
Oh, okay.
There's another Elmo Farquhar? Wait a minute.
Is that where you got the name?
No, actually, it was... used to subscribe to heavy metal, and the sample subscription form had Elmo Farquhar in there. Okay. And that was our fictitious character when a door would slam or a window would shut, unknowingly.
Well, somebody else probably.
That was Elmo.
Okay.
Well, let's look at, for example,
scared.
The very first one here. Now, we know you from various sources, of course, because you're also a member of the group I Grew Up Listening to Casey.
Correct.
And we see you there all the time.
Correct.
And, of course, we've seen you in our backyard at barbecues.
Correct. I get around.
We're not sure how you got there.
I snuck in.
Or your invisible friend.
I was actually hiking down the street, and I smelled something cooking, and it smelled pretty good. So.
I see you wearing the I Love Ferguson T-shirt. What's the story behind that?
Oh, I live next door to Ferguson. I love the place.
So, okay, what are these Facebook things? I want to get into them.
Well, one of them I wanted to talk about was St. Louis, Missouri History, Landmarks, and Vintage Photos, which has over 11,000 members, and Elmo is an admin for that.
Correct. I started the group. Yes.
Yeah. That one is just amazing. The photos on there are just incredible.
Where are you getting these photos?
Well, the members post them for the most part. They find
from
them
their
on
own
the
personal
internet,
collections?
and some from their own personal collections. Dwayne Marburger is one of our members. He has an awesome collection of old pictures.
Wow.
A lot of vintage cars.
That's
and,
very... That's a motherlode that would be of use and sought after by a lot of people.
Now, we're looking at one that was just posted today. I probably had been posted before. Aloe Plaza in 1947.
I didn't even know that was called Aloe
Yeah, where the
Plaza.
fountains are on Market across from Union Station. This particular one, as you can see, is from the point of view of Union Station.
Does it have the fig leaves on the private parts? Because that was a big controversy. They originally didn't have that,
right.
and then everybody complained, and they had to put those on there.
As a matter of fact, that story is probably on this Facebook group, because that's the cool thing about these photos. There's always a good story with it, a paragraph talking about it, and B, all the comments that come along with it, because people see it and they have their own stories.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah. Now, here's another one that was taken in 1971, the week that Six Flags opened out in Eureka.
Wow. I worked at Six Flags, but the second year. But my brother worked there the first year, and he wore an outfit just like that.
Oh, look at the time. Gotta go.
No, I look so old now.
I know, it is amazing that they've been there since 1971. And the story on this particular photo, there was the controversy between Eureka and Pacific, Missouri, vying for this deal with Six Flags.
Right.
So there's a story behind everything. Now let's go down some of these lists, Elmo, of some of the various, and you can tell us what you want about each one. I grew up or had friends in St. Anne, Missouri. You're a member of that?
That actually I'm just a member of.
And do you have friends in St. Louis, Missouri, or did you just lie?
St. Anne.
Oh, in St. Anne.
St. Anne, Missouri.
Oh, yeah, I hung out. Well, I'm a North County kid, so
I hung
out in all the neighborhoods.
So, Ron, weren't you from St. Anne?
Actually, Overland, closer to Overland. And that's another one, and I'm a member
So
of
you
this.
don't have any friends in St. Anne?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I have cousins there. I even have cousins, which is a whole different Facebook group.
That's
Overland,
your side of the story. Yeah.
Okay,
I was born in Overland.
I grew up or had friends in Overland, Missouri.
That's where
which
I was
is
born.
a great group, yeah. A lot of these are I grew ups. Like I grew
Or how
up
about
listening to Casey.
if you used to have friends?
This one is cool. I just discovered today. Cruising St. Charles in the 70s.
How about that?
That is
St. Charles Rock Road or the whole St. Charles
St.
area?
Charles, the city, yeah.
Really? I didn't know they cruised there. I thought the Rock Road was the place.
This one I joined today, St. Louis Postcards. And I have like hundreds of St. Louis postcards. I'm going to start putting.
Oh, my gosh. Now I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Joining postcard groups on Facebook.
I'm an old guy now, and I'm going to start doing this stuff. Okay. This one I love. You from St. Louis, if you remember. Has over 27,000 members. Mm-hmm. It's called You from St. Louis, if you remember.
You're from St. Louis.
Well, no, there is one called You're from St. Louis, Missouri, when, which only has 3,000 members. But the You from St. Louis has 27,000
Well, the one I'm
members.
waiting for is your cats from St. Louis, when. When's that going to happen?
You're from Alton, if. It's a pretty good one, too. Mm-hmm. I grew up or had friends not have friends, but had friends in Bell Ridge, Missouri. This is one of my favorite. I hung out at the fountain at Northwest Plaza as a teenager.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a group. Did you?
No, the guy, Steve Ordlin, I believe his name is. He's got the Rock Road Reporter. He created that group, too.
Yeah, that's another one, Rock Road Reporter.
Yeah.
Right. I grew up or had friends who lived in Woodson Terrace, Missouri. Now, there are actually more members of this group than actually ever lived in Woodson Terrace, Missouri. They can possibly have that many people living there.
Is Beetle Bob a member of these?
Over time, sure, yeah.
Because Beetle Bob has so many of those old connections.
He must be members of some of these.
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Yeah,
his blog is great.
I met a lot of these people from these municipalities when I used to work at Holiday Hill back in
oh, man. What did you do there?
Mid-70s. I worked at the baseball cages and the archery range, and then at night sometimes I'd go help run the rides.
Well, you had to be, 15 years old? I mean,
16.
you couldn't have been. You were 16. Okay,
driving,
yeah. Holiday Hill. That was up on Natural Bridge, across from the airport.
At Brown Road, right near the airport.
Yeah. Well, I lied about my age and got a job at Six Flags, and I was 15, and I said I was 16.
And you're still lying about your age.
And they didn't even check.
No, nothing's changed.
Now I have to lie more.
They didn't care, right?
Yes.
It's just a bigger lie.
Here's what you do. Go to Facebook. Go to Elmo Farquhar. I don't know if they'll have to friend you to do this or not, but probably not.
Everything's public on my page.
Elmo Farquhar. You're looking at it on the screen.
F-A-R-Q-U-A-R.
And then go down on the left side and you see groups, and click on that, and you'll see all the groups he belongs to, and then there you'll find all these groups we talked about.
That is correct.
Yeah. Thank you, Elmo, or Earl, for joining us today.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate coming down.
It was really interesting. I'd like to have you back. And I want to thank Clayton's Bakery and Deli in De Pere, offering fresh-made baked goods, making our segment possible today. Using recipes from St. Louis's earliest history, the deli portion of the bakery serves hearty sandwiches made with the finest meats and cheeses and fresh baked bread right from the bakery. 11,744 Manchester Road in De Pere.